Evening folks, this is BestInSlot with a brand new mod spotlight for Jurassic World Evolution. This is the CONCAVENATOR mod and it only came out earlier today, produced by Draco Agamicus. Hopefully I'm not butchering that too much, and it's available for download. I will of course link it down below. If you're on PC, this is a super easy mod to download and install. You just drag and drop the Metriacanthosaurus files. Now, as we said in the last video, mods at the moment, they do replace dinosaurs. We can't quite figure out how to add new dinosaurs quite yet. Maybe that'll be something in the future, we'll have to wait and see, but for now this will replace your Metriacanthosaurus. But if you happen to prefer Concavenator, then there's no problem. It's actually really cool. So not only do we get the Concavenator, which we'll take a little good look at right here. So there he is, medium-sized theropod, only as tall as a human or so, something like that, like a fully grown man. The most noticeable thing, of course, about Concavenator is the two humps made by like really tall vertebrae in their spine. It's a great looking dinosaur, really fits into the Jurassic World Evolution universe. These could be a bit more smooth and curvy, I would say, but other than that, I am pretty bloody impressed. So not only do we get the Concavenator itself, but we get a bunch of new skins. So a lot of them are sort of green and yellow, like that one. This rainforest one has a really nice blue tint all over. With a lot of them, you'll see the front portion is kind of green, and then it's got like a darker ridge at the top. And then we've got this interesting patterning going along there across the raised vertebrae, and then kind of a yellow brownish tail. There's a few of them that match that pattern. This one's got the yellow brownish tail, a bit darker. They are all different skins, but they're not too different. I'd like to see that. Whoa, squeaky keyboard. I'd like to have seen the colour schemes maybe pushed a little bit further. You know, get something a little bit nuts in here, considering there are 6 different skins, but it's a pretty good start. I think it's a great looking dinosaur. It blends really well into the universe. If you're, you know, it's not to say, look, Metriacanthosaurus is an awesome dinosaur. One of my favourites. One of my favourites. Is that a meme? I think that's a meme. But, you know, we've had it for a very long time now. So if you felt like having something new for a little bit, why not a Concavenator? One of the coolest dinosaurs, I think we can agree. And its name literally means, I am using Wikipedia here, the hunter with a hump. Actually, the hunter with a hump from, I'm going to butcher this, but it's like Cuerca. I don't know, but it's like a province in, it's the capital of a province in Spain. Anyways, that is the Concavenator. I'm not going to waste your time too much, but what we are going to do is, of course, see it kill a couple of people. Not too many, just a couple. Just enough to make me happy. Come on, buddy. It is still, there's a couple of things that need change. It's still listed as a Metriacanthosaurus, as you can see, and unlike some of the other mods we've taken a look at, it doesn't replace the icon in the, you know, in the hatchery screen sort of shebang. That doesn't change, it just shows a Metri still. Okay, you were raging and now you're going to chill a little bit. That's okay, I don't mind. Anybody want to kill something? That's all I'm looking for here, and then we're good. Anyone want to murder someone? Oh. Guys, you're letting the side down a little bit here, lads. Lasses, whatever you are, I know. Why do I have the squeakiest keyboard on the planet? Oh, there we go. Let's go capture mode. We want our letterboxed. Don't want that. Let's go slow motion. There we go. How cool is that? I know it's really like all I ever say for mod spotlights, but that is very cool. One thing I really like about this, more than say the dodo, which, look, I love the dodo, I'm not going to ever say anything bad about the dodo, but the model and stuff and the texturing didn't necessarily blend into the Jurassic World Evolution universe. I think if you'd smoothed that out a little bit and had some slightly more variation in the skins, I honestly think you would have got away with having this Concavenator in the game by default. I think if Frontier released this as a dinosaur, I don't think people would have had any problems. Let's watch one more. I love my slow motion, what can I say? Nice bright Concavenator this time. Leaps forward. Jump. A jump was necessary. This is my expert sound effects. Gives him a good old shake. And then bites down from the top while he's sat up. You know, he thought he was okay. Had a little sit down, had a little chill, and then he gets ripped to shreds. The one thing I would like to see, some proper, you know, I know it's a kid-friendly series and game and we're never going to get proper violence, but as that last bite comes down over the top of the guy and then is pulled upwards, really his upper body should be detached from his lower body. I know some people think, oh, what's the point in that kind of violence? But for me, I would love that. That might be outside of the realms of modding, unfortunately. Anyways, One more kill, maybe? Oh, yeah, we've got one over there. Okay, we'll watch this one in not slow motion. There we go. Ram. It's actually really quick in full speed, isn't it? It's a really brutal kill. Oh, look at the I'm just gonna stop you right there for a second. I never noticed it, but the hands on this Concavenator, look, they've got like a almost skeletal kind of look to them, you know, where you paint the white over the top of the fingers. It gives them like a odd little skeleton look. I like it. There's some really nice sort of different shades of colour being... Oh my god, where am I going? Different shades of colour being used here. Always the darker front, the sort of green front, and then that lighter tail kind of splits the dinosaur in half a little bit, around about where that rear raised vertebrae is. It's a really cool little dinosaur. If you want to download it, you can do so at the link down below. Big shout out again to Draco for making this, one of my favourite mods. I know people are a little annoyed with some of the mods I've been covering. I promise we'll be looking at the paleontological edits and all that kind of stuff. We're covering this one because it came out today, and I do think it's very cool. I think everything's very cool. But this one I think is a high quality mod. That's definitely... There he is in the bottom left. I think this is one definitely worth checking out if you're a fan of the game and playing on PC. Anyways, we're going to end it there. Thank you so much for joining me, ladies and gentlemen. We'll be back more later in the week. That's English good word speaking there, yes. I promise we'll cover some of the paleontological edits and stuff like that a little bit further into the week. They're getting the rampage on now. Cheers, much love as always. Bye-bye. Oh, and remember to hit the like button. Okay, bye. Hey folks, thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video and you want to help support me a little bit more, you can do so at patreon.com/bestinslot. There's a link in the description down below. Every little really does help in times like these, but it's not at all expected, and by just watching the video you've already helped me out massively, and it makes you a pretty cool person, so well done you. Thanks for joining me either way, I'll see you next time.